first misinterpreted song I want to talk about today is Rock the Casbah by The Clash. Now this one is very personal to me because we're delving into the world of my musical hero Joe Strummer. But after hearing another horrible misuse of this song the other week, I feel it's my duty to set the record straight on this track. Yes, this song was used to pump up the US military and the US general public during Operation Desert Storm. Yes, this song has been used in countless documentaries about war in the Middle East. And yes, it's been abused by so many video games over the years. This we all know. But guess what? This is not an anti-Arab, anti-Middle East, or pro-war song at all. This is all about rock and roll. Seriously, the whole song is all about rock and roll. Rock the Casbah is basically a fable in song form. Really, I'm not even kidding you. In this story, we find the Sharif, or the king in other terms, going about his country and banning rock music in that country. The song follows as the population ignores this ban and plays their rock music even louder, or as some might call it, rocking the Casbah. Get it? It's just kind of a clever play on words. The military does get involved on this one as we find the Sharif ordering his jet fighters to go ahead and bomb anyone who defies the ban. But guess what? Those pilots also ignore the orders and they blast rock and roll music in their plane cockpits. The fact that this song has been completely misused and bastardized over the years, even making it onto Clear Channel's banned song list, is nothing short of hilarious when you know the real meaning behind the track. And anyone who has even the most basic knowledge of what the Clash were about knows that they would never write a song about some sort of military imperialism or adventurism. This song is about rock and roll and standing up for rock and roll. You don't get more punk rock than that. The second misinterpreted song today actually came in via request, and we're going to talk about the truth behind the Traffic song Low Spark of High-Heeled Boys. Heavy stuff can absolutely be found in this song, there's no denying that. But the title actually comes from something that actor Michael Pollard wrote in a book that he gave to Traffic's Jim Capaldi. The title actually appeared in the inscription that he wrote, and Capaldi felt that it perfectly summed up the actor's way of going about life. And he really wanted to use the statement to show how it reflected on a generation as a whole. People have tried to push these lyrics to mean everything from a statement on death to drug abuse to so many other ideas. And when you look at the lyrics, they certainly can be pushed into those categories if you really try. However, if you're looking for the true inspiration behind this one, it all comes from that inscription, and he's basically just trying to make a statement about a generation as a whole. The last misinterpreted song I want to talk about is The Drugs Don't Work by the Verve. When this song came out, it seemed pretty obvious because it sounded like a tongue-in-cheek statement from the band's frontman, Richard Ashcroft. The guy's never exactly been subtle or quiet about the amount of drugs that he puts into his system. And the meaning that most people put into that song follows it exactly, and it's pretty simple. But to be honest, that interpretation is about as far from the truth as you can possibly get. In reality, this lyric was actually written about Ashcroft's father and how he had to watch him slowly die from cancer as the drugs stopped working. So the title in itself is very true. It's just a heck of a lot deeper and darker than most people think. The great thing about music is that you can pretty much interpret songs any way you want to, but every once in a while, people get completely out of hand and put a meaning on a song that just doesn't exist. As always, you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again next time.